I think we all know how rich Marco Polo was, seeing as he was an explorer who, God knows how much treasure he managed to get in his life. But this one isn't that bad. And sometimes I'm literally just holding forward. Nice. This is when things get really depressing. Ooh. I mean, really, really depressing. So, yeah. Okay. We set sail that night. The ship filled with cargo to sell in the markets of Barcelona. At first, all was well. Then, to avoid a coming storm, we laid anchor in on Toronto. Toronto? On Toronto Harbour. Cloaked in darkness, the pirates came. I didn't see them until they were already aboard in my ship. I hid with my family in the hold. Pulling out the codec, I ran the worn leather cover through my hand, then broke the spine. The pages slid silently onto the floor. I scattered them into the chests, boxes, and containers I was carrying to market. The men who found us were drunk. I could smell it on their breath. When they asked me for the codec, I knew who had sent them. Holding back my rage, I said I had thrown it overboard. They started to laugh. Two men held me down, still grinning, while the rest cut off my wife's clothes. She begged for mercy until her voice gave out. Once they were done with her, they threw her into the sea. They took my cargo, sunk my ship, and left me adrift, clinging to a piece of railing. I made it to the beach with my son. My wife's body washed ashore the next morning with the tide. God damn, that's depressing as fuck reading that again. But this poor bastard, he laid anchor when he should not have laid anchor. Because he's not used to sailing in the dark, I'm guessing. Yeah, he was boarded by pirates who were drunk, because the pirates raped his wife, basically murdered her, threw her into the sea, and then, yeah, kicked him, sunk his ship, and he landed with his son. And his wife washed up next to him. What a shitty life this poor sod's had. Thanks, Dad. So, yeah. It's kind of depressing, isn't it, that, when you read it? Especially when his wife and his kid had nothing to do with the assassins. Surely, if his wife knew in advance, she probably would have told him to fuck off. I would have. I don't want anything to do with your crazy, weird cult. Away with ye. Oh. Nice. There should be one more. There we go. Don't know who these people are praying. I never saw the sea again. Making my way to Florence, I rented a small room and then visited the bank. I had memorized Polo's account number. With the vast sum I now had at my disposal, I went to Venice in disguise to find my father. I returned to Florence the next day. Both Polo and my father were already dead, so they were killed by these Templars. Good job hiding and fighting. From that moment forward, I collected my treatise on architecture, studied the classics, and took vocal lessons. I adopted the name Auditori, impersonating a noble of the Florentine court. Accepted as one of their own, I took the trappings of nobility and constructed the villa for me and my son, which is one we're in now. And then, I hunted them. I raised my son to fight, to find the codec, to kill the Templars. Together we would regain the honor of my wife, avenge the death of my father, two debts that could never be repaid. To all auditories who read this, remember that you are not a nobleman. You are not one of the deceivers. You are one of the people. Avengers! So there we go. The whole timeline for the auditory is condensed into one depressing trip. Yeah, the auditories aren't even nobility. They are made noble. They're made noble by this guy's dedication and money, basically. So, again, he's sort of raised his son the way he was. He shouldn't have raised him, really. He should have. Then again, I guess he wants vengeance, which is never. Vengeance doesn't breed happiness, does it, really? I mean, yeah, I'd kill the pirates, obviously. I'd slaughter them. But you'll never find out who really sent the. You never find out who issued the order for the pirates to find you, really. So So yeah, here we go. Here's the crypts. One of them is on Domenico, and one of them is on Renato. Renato. I'm guessing Renato is the one with the flowers on because it's the. I'd say the flowers aren't completely dead, so that's probably the newest one, and Domenico is probably this one. It's weird that they don't have the statues, you know, like the in the sanctuary do. But yeah, so there we go. And I've already looted the chest because I've been in here before. It's a shame that they don't respawn, really. But yeah, there we go. The Auditore family. And the hidden blade at the top there. Not hiding the fact that they were assassins. Nice. Anyway, so that's that one done. Kind of depressing. It's probably one of the most depressing parts of the whole game, to be honest. You know, poor bloke meets a woman, has a son, gets married, has a child, gets introduced to the assassins, and his whole world is turned to shit. So that's that one done. The other one I didn't do is the Duomo, and the Temple is pretty boring, but I'll do it anyway. It's this one. So we got to go into the Basilica Santa Maria del Fiore. This is the well, you know what building it is. Yeah, I mean, thank God I didn't do any story the other day, because if I did, I would have cried.
Di Grazia, stay away from the artwork on the walls. And when your men paint the dome, take care not to disturb any of the sacred relics in the lanterna on top. They are the most important artifacts in our church.
Yes, yes, Padre. Just make sure to pay us the full sum for our work.
Bit greedy of you, mate. Peekaboo! I'd say that was timed perfectly. With almost secrets. So this is basically a massive parkourian puzzle, where sometimes it leads to instant death because you can't see it now, but over there the building goes all the way up. It's quite a puzzle, but it's nice. So if I can find the Santa Maria, and I'll show you what building it is. It's the big pink one, basically. One of the tallest buildings in Florence, if I remember correctly. There it is. It looks like that. It's not the best, but you get it. You know where I am. I'm sure I'll point it out eventually when I'm inevitably still in Florence. No, go back down. Good boy. Here you go. So we're here to find. Oh, you absolute prick. See what I mean by the bloody camera? I don't know why they've. They don't. I mean, I'd love to never use fixed camera angles, especially when you jump in. Oh yeah, I don't think I've said this, but I recently replayed the Prince of Persia trilogy, you know, on the PS3, the remastered version. I bought it a long time ago and I never replayed it. And my God, the camera angles for that game is typical Ubisoft. Fucking awful. It makes this game's camera look like it was made by gods.
Bene. Now I have a way back up in case I fall.
Yeah, I can feel the yeah. So basically, this ladder lets me never need to do that section ever again. There's loads of the ladders. I think there's at least 3 or 4 of them. So yeah, but yeah, the camera for the Prince of Persia trilogy is really bad, especially when it comes to like the combat. And this game reminds me of I think this is still the era where Ubisoft was tweaking their camera angles. but they still use fixed cameras, which is very reminiscent of God of War, really. You know, God of War, you can never control the camera in God of War, but they made it so it like pans out enough so that it's not a hindrance. Let's just quickly do this. And the thing is, if you got to take your time, because if I fall down now, I'll either break my legs or I've got to go there. There's another ladder there, so let's do that. Nice. Look at that. I love the pattern on the floor. It looks like it's It looks like it goes down and down and down into an abyss. There's a famous painting where it's like staircases. I think it's like stairs and they're like intertwined and then they all look like they like spiral at the bottom. I can't remember what the painting's called. I'm not cultured in anything. I'm just cultured in video games. So yeah, I'm an uncultured swine, as people might say. But yeah, like I said, if Ubisoft do one thing, it's interior designing of a building. I mean, this building, it looks... I mean, I've never been to Florence. I'd love to go to Florence, but my current situation prevents me from leaving my house, really. But yeah, I'd love to see. But from the pictures I've seen on Wikipedia and stuff, it's like perfect. It's like a perfect representation of what the building looks like. Obviously drawn back to the 1400s. And Ubisoft do a damn good job doing that. Especially for Origins. Origins is beautiful. You know, it's all the little details, you know. And it's a shame that Unity got such a shit rep, really, because Unity was pretty... Yeah, Unity was pretty, it was really nice. It was quite pretty. But, you know, we all know how that game turned out. Now, there is some chests that you can get. I think it depends on how much you want to explore, but they don't count towards collectibles. I don't think they do. No, they can't do. Yeah, if you do that, am I on the wrong side? No, I'm not. Yeah, so there is some chests. But yeah, I wouldn't... Like I said, you don't get much in the chests. Oops. So I don't really see the point, really. In fact, I think there was a chest. That's weird. Why aren't you jumping up there? Am I on the wrong side? Must be this side. Ah, there we go. Even though he jumped and he grabbed the same piece of wood that's there. Someone's picky. I think there's a chest around... I think it's in one of these areas. In fact, it may be over here. Oh, we are really far. Oh, look at that. That's what I mean. It looks like it just it goes on for... That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a chest over there. Do you know? Should we get it? Yeah, fuck it. Oh no, I died. I do love the ragdoll effects on this game when you die. It's not Tomb Raider ragdoll, which was... It was the scream that Lara makes if you ever play the old Tomb Raider games. When she died, it was... God, it was so funny. This wasn't our checkpoint. The game lied to me. Anyway. Ragdoll effects. can't do that on the modern day Assassin's Creed, can you? Because the game doesn't let you jump down unless there's a ledge you can jump to. I remember in Unity getting stuck on a wall because I could never jump down. Because the game decides to put you in an area where you can't move up or you can't move down. So it's like you gotta. I think I had to like glitch myself off the wall. It's quite funny and frustrating. What did we get? Something good? Oh, that for 250 bloody money. That's In fact, how do I get back up? Oh, you know what? You have to go back down. Oh, you bastard. You have to... You got to go all the way... You know what? I'm going to kill myself again. Yeah, because... Oh, no! I survived! Oh, no! Oh. Oh, that's made me a bit salty. Oh. Oh, this for 250 shitty florins. I forgot how you get back up. Oh, it's over here. Where is it? Is this the only way up? Surely there must be an easier way to do that, and I just didn't notice it. Never mind. At least if anyone's watching this, you know not to do that. Because 250 florins is fucking nothing. I could have robbed people for more than that. In fact, I earned like 10,000 florins from literally doing nothing. From my old villa. You know what? If I don't heal, I probably will die. So there we go. Oh, you piece of shit! So I mean by the bloody camera, it has weird moments where it automatically throws you away. It's like now. Stop. Oh, you. I know it's a bad idea to do this in the evening. It's really hot again today, and this game does not help. What'd you get on the fucking you penis? God, you Italian stallion. Surely there's a better way to go instead of needing to go all the way down to get in one chest. Surely. What a load of shit. So, jump on this. Wait. There we go. I don't know why I should need to hold his hand when he jumps. It's annoying. Anyway. You know, I think that's like the first time I've ever needed to come back down here. Because I always ignore that chest because it's not worth it. So yeah, at least we know what's in it. Fuck all. No, I'm being cowardly now when it comes to jumping. If only we had the Fry Twins grappling hook. Could be up this in a few seconds. Right. You know, at first I hated the park up and park down. You know, the park up and parkour down, but I got accustomed to it. It's definitely a life. What are you doing, you fanny? Get on there. Thank you. It prevents stupid mistakes. Like on this game, you could just jump off now and kill yourself. And I'm sure you can't do that on stuff like Origins. I know you couldn't do it on Unity. And could you do it on Syndicate? Oh. Lonk. Ah, we're up. Finally. Oh shit! Oh Jesus Christ! Almost exploded with rage then. Not good for you. There we go. Oh. Ah, we made it. You have no idea how long it took me to realise that this wall was climbable when I first played this game. It was quite funny. I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, it's not obvious, to be honest. I mean, obviously nowadays you go, oh, that's a climbable wall, but, you know, you're like, look at that trippy camera angle. Oh well. That's what I mean. So that camera, that was fixed. Why do they need to do that? It's trying to make me shit my pants. Anyway, here we are. I think that's I think it's Iltani. Pretty sure it is, but yeah, nothing in here because I've already been. Let's get the chest. I do really like that skull. It reminds me of it's very steampunky. Hey, we got another one. Oh, and I opened a conveniently placed window, which we could have gone in anyway, instead of doing all that garbage.